myfreebird.com.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ, and we here with the Flex Series shaving kit from Freebird. Let's take a look inside. Oh, welcome to the family. There you go. Your inner barber is calling. Freebird comes with the handheld cordless device. It does have the 5-blade head. Check that out. It also comes with your exfoliation brush and your massager, along with the nose trimmer for your precision nose trimming. It also comes with this precision clipper, you get what I'm saying? And it also has guards, 3 different sizes for your precision clipper. All right, so I've explained what this box came with. Now let's see what this thing could do. Okay, so first we're gonna test out this precision clipper. Now, let's see how good this works on my hair. Now, you see my hairline, baby. That hairline is pushed back, way back into time. All right, I'm gonna do this where you can see this. I'm gonna choose this precision clipper in. Let's go on through that hairline now. Oh. Yeah. It's getting it. Now, let's take a look at what the precision clipper did. It took my hair down just enough to now I could go over it with the 5-blade shaver. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to replace the precision clipper with the Flex Series 5-blade rotary shaver. Bam, just like that, right? Check the flex of them blades. Those blades flex so they can go over those knots, because I know y'all's head ain't perfect, mine isn't either, but that flex gets it going right over those knots. So let's get started using the rotary blades. Oh man, you see it's coming clean off. Make sure you go at different angles with your hair, you know what I mean? You want to be sure to get all that hair. But this side looking very smooth, dog, look at it. And just like that, in under 5 minutes, I got me a smooth shave using this Freebird Flex Series 5-blade rotary shaver. This little joint right here, no bigger than the palm of my hand. Now, if you ever use my discount code at Freedom Grooming, yes, you can use my discount code at Freebird. Yes, everydaypj. Use my discount code, man. It still works. Save some money now and then. This will be a great Christmas present since Christmas is coming up. And get yours early, man. Don't slack, man. These will sell out. Now, you can find the Freebird shaver and other products at myfreebird.com. Be sure to get the Flex Series shaving kit and use my discount code everydaypj. Yep, everydaypj at myfreebird.com. Myfreebird.com. Use the discount code everydaypj, man. Get this one to your mama, your uncle, your grandma, your cousins. Get this gift to anybody. It's the gift that keeps on giving. SHWNEY_B.
Story time of how I got kicked out of a house that I helped pay for? Yeah. So for context, I grew up in a super religious house, like church 6 days a week, multiple Sunday services, and women shouldn't wear pants type religious. And I made it pretty clear growing up that I didn't really agree with a lot of the things that the church taught. Even like with specific beliefs that my parents held, like I just pushed back against it. And you'd think that would have gave them a hint or two, but it didn't. And it wasn't really an issue for them until I got older and I came out as pan and non-binary. And like after that, everything kind of like shifted between us. At first, this isn't funny. At first it was like the basics. You're gonna go to hell, you're gonna burn for eternity, yada yada. God doesn't love gays. And I'll throw in some of the text messages from my mom that were just like mildly unhinged because it got worse. And like I said, that was just the beginning of it. It got to the point where like every conversation I had with anyone from my family, they were just like, antagonizing me or like belittling me and trying to make me feel bad for like who I am. And as much as I wish I could say that like I went full no contact, I didn't, which is kind of why I'm in the situation I'm in now. Like I kind of held on because I was like, oh, what if something happens? And something did happen. And now I'm in a position where I don't know, it feels like my brother's using this as some sort of like power play of like what he can and can't do the same way he used to do when we were little. But like my health and life and well-being are at risk this time. So for the actual story, I moved in with my brother last November. I was supposed to just be coming for, you know, the holidays or whatever, and my niece and nephew's birthday. And then I was supposed to leave for a job I had lined up. That job fell through and I ended up having to stay a little bit longer. Both of my brothers live in Oklahoma. I don't really know anyone here that isn't family, so I wasn't planning on staying long even without the job. I thought it would be a temporary thing, but I'm quite literally still applying for jobs to this day. I hate it here. But like even when I thought it was just going to be for a few days, I still wanted to like do my part. And at first it was like little things here and there, but it became really quickly like me being the maid and cleaning up after everyone, me being the chef and making every single meal, taking care of the kids, getting their clothes together, getting them bathed and put in bed, getting them ready in the morning for school, school drop-offs, taking care of the dogs, making sure that they were walked, making sure that they got fed. And eventually got to the point where it was like that plus like dealing with my own life got really hard, and it was too much for me. Like my plate was way too full and it started impacting my health. Actually, the verdict is still kind of out on that. So the house that we just moved into, we moved into it because there was black mold at the last house, and I got really fucking sick. Like I was bedridden for like 3 weeks, and that's kind of when I started noticing that my brother was acting weird, because I wasn't like doing as much, and I would have to tell him like, no, I physically cannot get out of bed and do X, Y, and Z because I feel like I'm going to pass out. So obviously like moving is hard regardless, but like a short-term move with unhealthy people like physically is also not great, especially not when it involves 2 very large dogs and 2 very small kids. So the kids went and stayed with their mom, which took some of the load off of me, but not much because I still had to pack up the whole house, damn near the whole house by myself. I pretty much packed up everything but the studio, like my brother's like studio. And then even during like the actual moving process, he had a friend come over and help, and the friend kept making like the same comment of how I was the one moving everything and they were just kind of like hanging out. But like for reasons, instability is a very big trigger for me, so I was just ready to get out of the hellhole and into like a nice, safe, normal house. So we finally get in the house, we unpack everything, and somewhere down the line, my brother's attitude went from like regular bad to like really fucking bad. I mean, like getting mad at me for not washing a fork that he left in the sink after I had already gone to bed type weird. And he has like a history of anger issues, so I just like let it be what it was, and I just like kept to myself and pretty much just stayed in my room. And then like eventually he just started coming into my room and like making random comments about how I'm not on the lease, which I know is stupid. Please don't tell me. I'm not planning on being here. My goal is always to move somewhere else, so that's why I'm not on the lease. But he would come in and like, at first it was kind of like jokey, like, oh, you know you're not on the lease, like guests can only stay up to 14 days, so like you're gonna have to find somewhere to go every 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, that's funny, like not funny, haha, funny, weird, but like I just kind of brushed it off and like kept going about my day. And then like he just kept bringing it up over and over, and I'm like, okay, I can't like really ignore the fact that he's not joking anymore. And at that point I started to feel like something's up, and I've been feeling that way for a while, but I tried to like low-key gaslight myself into thinking it was just trauma because this isn't the first time that he's like kicked me out of his house. He did the same thing when I was 18, because him and his wife wanted to start trying for babies, and if they conceived they would have needed the room that I was in. Not that they already had conceived, they were trying to. A whole other issue. But like a few days after he started making the guest comments, he comes and he sits me down and he's like, we need to talk. So he sits me down and he's like, you have tarot cards and I don't want that in my house, so you have to leave. Keep in mind, he's known I've had tarot cards since I got to the house, like to the old one, like last November, and it was never an issue, but now all of a sudden it was. So I was like, okay, that's weird, but go off. And that's what I made my first initial video about this whole situation, when he like stopped letting me use the washer and dryer, which is in his studio, and stuff like that. But later that day, or the next day he comes, or he texts me, and he's like, actually, you can stay if you get rid of the cards. And I'll put that text message up too. And at this point, he's saying, like, basically, I have to do this to protect my babies. Like, you just can't be there. The cards can't be there. And I asked him the next time I saw him in person, I'm like, okay, if you want me to leave, just say that. Like, because it wasn't just the cards. Like, obviously it wasn't just the cards. But he denied it, and he was like, you know, whatever. Get rid of the cards and you can stay. And so I got rid of the card. The next day, he turns around again, and he's like, okay, actually, no, I do need you to go, unless you agree that I'm right about my religious views and you're not. And at that point, I'm like, dude, what are we getting at? And again, I tell him, like, if you want me to leave, just say that. But knowing I have nowhere else to go, I just concede. And I'm like, you know what? You got it, bro. You're absolutely right. And then, like, Friday rolls around, and I kid you not, I'm sitting on the toilet, cramping my life away, suffering from the worst period pains to ever period pain. And he comes and knocks on the bathroom door, and he's like, actually, I need you gone by Monday. And like I said before, like, I knew something was up. I knew something was up, but I didn't stop it from, like, still feeling like a betrayal. And to add insult to injury, he calls our family, like, he calls our parents, calls my brother, and he's like, yeah, she's bringing, like, demons into my house, and I can't have that. So, like I said before, like, I literally have nowhere else to go, and he knows that. And so there's me and my cousin and some of my friends, we have like 1,001 speculative reasons about why we think he's doing this, but at the end of the day, none of that matters, because like he said, he wants me out by the 30th, and I didn't do anything to make sure that I was protected as far as like sending him payments for like the bills and stuff. Like, I didn't put any notes or anything like that, so like it would be his word against mine if we like try to go to court. But either way, like, the way that Oklahoma is set up, if he called the cops and was like, oh, I want her out of my house, they would just remove me from the house, more than likely without any of my things. And I don't feel safe or comfortable doing or going through with that for like several reasons. I'm still trying to find a job, obviously. I do think I might be getting an interview soon, but that's up in the air, obviously. And like, honestly, the weirdest thing about all of this is my family, like my mom specifically, telling me basically like to keep it in the family, like what happens in the family stays in the family. I don't need to tell anybody about this, like it's none of their business, yada yada yada. And I'm like, that's how I'm staying safe in this, is by telling people this business, because in the past, not telling people has actively fucked up several people in our family. So why would I do that? Why would I abide by that? And it sucks because like at this point I feel trapped in a way, which is stupid because like I'm being told to get out, but I don't know, like trapped in a cycle, and I feel like I have nowhere to go and no one to lean on. And like, I want to say this is the loneliest I've ever felt, but like I can't remember a time in my life where I haven't felt this way, especially in regards to my family. I guess like the only difference is like this time it feels like I'm running out of time. I had to take a second because I know if I start crying now, I'm not going to stop. And I don't have the capacity for that right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to raise money so I can have a safe and secure place to be, even if it's just for a little while. I'm still, like I said before, I'm still trying to find a job, so hopefully I'll be able to sustain myself in the long run. But for right now, that's where I am. Thank you for watching.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my homeboy Lucky Wheels and Deals. He keeps it lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Okay, hit the links down below. We got HiveMindLabs.com. We got Opulence Scents. Okay, get you a 3-wick candle, and we have custom_freaks where you can get your custom merch. All right, now let's get into it. This is a difficult one. She never got to the part where she was paying for the home, but she said she's getting kicked out of a house that she helped pay for, which is by her brother. Ma'am, your family's weird. Okay, your mom's weird. Your brother's is weird. Okay, it's not just religion. It's crazy. And they're teaming up against you. Them teaming up against you is letting you know enough of what you need to know. It's all you need to know. Back away from them. X them out your life. Do what you got to do to get on your toes. Go to the military. You look young. I'm not gonna say you don't look in shape, but some fat burners from Hive Mind Labs may be in your future. Go to the military. Get out there, be all you can be, and get your life on track. It seems like you don't have kids. You don't have any strange reasons. They accept gays in the military. Just go. Like, start your life in a totally different place. You know, this is when I see like people, a lot of these young kids. Now her situation, hands down crazy. The people are just being rude and misusing her and abusive mentally, emotionally, just downright savages of the family. But I'm sick of these young kids making excuses of why they can't do this and why they can't do that. Man, figure it out. Get away from them people. I don't know your solution to get away from them people. Now, I don't want to give you a solution to get away from the people because you should have some type of idea of how to get away from them. You may be stuck in a rut, but this ain't it. This ain't all for you. It ain't over. Them parents are bad. Cut them off. Your brother's bad. Cut him off. Okay? His friends realize he's bad. They're about to cut him off. Nobody likes people like this in real life. There are people who like them, and people like them usually hang around slow people. So, all I'm saying is, we understand your situation. There's people that are in the comments willing to help. But again, you just gotta let this one go and move on. Leave them people behind. They'll never be anything great for you. They hurting you more than they helping you. And because you said you needed like some stability real quick so you can get your life together. Seems like they put you in that position. Your mother was supposed to help you get to the next level. The fact that you're sitting over here scrounging looking for a place to live and you got a mother, father, and a brother who all have a place to stay and they treating you like this, they are the reason you in this situation. And you could easily get out of this, but mentally, you're not ready for it. Because at the time you get ready for it, you're going to go do it. So I hope that you do it, and I hope somebody help you get there. But this is looking very, very sad for you. Anyway, everyday people, man, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Pray for this lady. Make sure I don't know if she believe in God or what, because everything she doing and everything her mama said with her crazy ass. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.